Ja, so heute wollen wir diese Einhell Kettensäge schärfen. Da steht's. Wollen wir den umbauen, dass wir Bandsäge damit schärfen können. Also der funktioniert eigentlich sehr gut mit Kettensäge, aber natürlich diese Vorrichtung brauche ich nicht. Und ich muss was bauen, dass der passt dann an die Bandsäge. Also das erste muss das Ding hier ab. So, die legen wir zur Seite. Muss ich wieder dran bauen, wenn ich meine Kettensäge schärfen will. So, die Idee ist folgendes. Ich muss eine Vorrichtung bauen, dass dieses Teil hier so senkrecht an die Bandsäge sitzt, dass man mit dieser Achse, also dieser Bewegung hier, dass man den, wenn man den Kettensäge schärft, da ist ein Fader hier drin, und das bewegt sich so einige Zentimeter Richtung Kettensäge, und das muss ich dann umbauen, dass das genau der richtige Winkel trifft am Bandsäge. Die Stärke ist genau richtig. Das ist für ein 3/8 Kettensäge hier. Ein bisschen im Licht, hier sieht man gar nicht. Also die Rundung ist genau richtig. Irgendwo steht das da bestimmt. Und dann, es geht hier nur um was bauen, dass das stabil ist, dass wenn man das Ding bewegt, dass hier nichts bewegt. Mal sehen. And this is the machine that I use to sharpen the chainsaw. Now, with this piece removed here, I've got to find a way to get this angle here, that when I operate the spring here, which is how you use it to sharpen the chainsaw with that action, well, that's got to sit here somewhere, but I've got to have it up a bit so that it's got place. And I've cut this out of the barn, one of our old wood boken, and I've left it quite large because it's going to need some weight, and it's got to be wide enough to take this. So there's some bolt holes here and one there, and I shall either use wood screws to screw it on, or I can drill some holes here and use normal bolts. Might be easier putting it on and off, because obviously I only need it on when I'm doing this. I shall need this again to sharpen the chainsaw. The profile is just right on this is a standard 3/8 of an inch sharpening disc. Fits just nicely. Should get this thing out of the way now. Fits just nicely into you've got to get the angle just right, obviously. And so I've got to find a way now. And this thing I can just use some cramps to hold it on here and here, hopefully, and then I can adjust the angle. But important is that this angle is 90 degrees here to the table, and then I can get it exactly to fit. So let's see if it's going to work. So the hard part is going to be moving it exactly the right amount. Yeah, so I'm right the way around. Took about a quarter of an hour. There's the marks have come up. As you can probably see, they're shining now because they've got a new edge. It's difficult to get them exact. You see this one here, I've missed the mark and it's got a new profile, but important is that to get the bottom of the tip to touch the grinding disc so that you get here a new edge. At the back it doesn't really matter, and of course that will only see if that's worked when I try and cut something. In the end they'll go further back in, I suppose, and the blade will get thinner, but it doesn't really matter. Sharpening them here costs about 2/3 of the price of a new one, so for the beauty of this I haven't got to dismantle the saw, and in a quarter of an hour I was done. Bit tedious, getting the angle just right, getting the movement just right. Let's see if it's gonna cut. It worked quite well with this grinder, so I'm going to try and cut something now. Yes, so as they say, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. This is the sort of wood I've got to cut with it. It's beech, it's been dried for 3 years, and that is hard. So we're going to need a sharp saw. I'm going to cut it in 30cm pieces so that it's ready to go in the oven. We'll see how it goes through because it was having trouble before. This is going to be a bit loud. So that was it. It went through like butter. Took about 20 minutes, that lot. So with the way it was a pain in the butt. That's the way it should be. So it worked well, and as I say, you don't have to sharpen these things that often. And looking at it now, you can see that they've got a slightly different form. But who cares? Goes through. Wonderful.